Hi students, welcome to my video class. This is the class from the topics chemical kinetics. I hope you have watched all my previous videos. As I said earlier, if you find any difficulty, please message me, please contact me. I will attend your queries. Okay, today let us discuss one of the important topics from the chemical kinetics, that is collision theory. According to collision theory, the reaction taking place due to collisions between reactant molecules. That is, when you take the gaseous reactants in a container, due to in gaseous state, they are colliding with each other. This collision, frequent collisions between the reactant molecules leads to product formation. Therefore, we can discuss various aspects and postulates of collision theory. I said to you, this is basically applicable to gaseous system only. Therefore, this theory is based on kinetic theory of gaseous. Kinetic theory of gaseous. And the crux, the central idea of this theory is that molecules collide each other and that collision leads to product. Molecules collide each other. And this theory has a lot of limitations. We will discuss that limitation in last session of this video. That is one of the limitation, and one of the advantages, it is applicable to bimolecular reaction. Now, rate of the reaction, according to collision theory, rate of the reaction directly proportional to products of two factors, that is products of number of effective collisions and proper oriented collisions. Effective collisions and proper oriented collisions. Let us see a bimolecular reaction. A plus B gives products. Suppose these are in container. Suppose this is A, this is B. Let us see A molecule being collided with B molecules, and this is called collisions. Now, I said you rate of reaction is directly proportional to products of two factors, that is collision, effective collision. This represents effective collision, and the P, orientation factor. Okay. Now we can discuss what is this effective collision. The first is effective collision. What is the meaning of effective collision? Yes, effective collision means it is a collision which is effective to give the products. Because in gaseous state, molecules are always in random motion and random collisions. You know, if you ask me the number of collisions, average number of collisions per second per mole is 10 raised to 25 to 10 raised to 28. Look at here. A number of bimolecular collisions happening per second per mole of molecule is almost this. But all these collisions cannot give the products. Only effective collision, that is collision which helps the molecule to attain the activation energy, or the collision which give activation energy so as to cross the threshold energy barrier. Once again, collision which gives activation energy so as to cross the threshold energy only will lead to products formation. Therefore, out of these collisions, only a fraction of them will be effective. and that is represented by the effective collision. The effective collision is represented by a word ZAB into F. Now what is ZAB? ZAB is called collision frequency. That is called collision frequency. Collision frequency or total number of collisions. Total number of collisions. This is represented by, ZAB is represented by 4n square z square pi RT by MAB all raised to 1 pi 2. You know what is Z? Z is called collision diameter. Collision diameter. That is, suppose you have a bimolecular collision, molecule A and molecule B. This is the nucleus of molecule A, and this is the nucleus of molecule B. This is A, this is B, and this represents Z. Okay, therefore this is a term for ZAB. Now, suppose this is N. Now we can go to what is effective collisions. I said to you, all these collision numbers are do not lead to the products. Only effective or fraction of collision. The fraction is delta n by n, where n is the total number of collision, delta n fraction, which is according to Boltzmann relation, it is e raised to minus e by RT, where e is called the activation energy. Only the collisions which can supply the activation energy so as to cross the threshold energy barrier, that is called effective collisions. When this number increases, the rate of reaction will increase. Obviously, when number of collision will increase, when number of collision increases, effective collision also increase. Okay. Now I will go to the next word, orientation factor. Orientation factor. Orientation factor. This is represented by P, term P. Suppose you have a bimolecular N2O2, 2NO2 gives N2O4. Suppose this reaction, a bimolecular reaction, where N, this is N, this is O, this is O, plus N, O, O, you get NO, O, NO, O. Fine. But suppose this molecule hit like this, collide like this, plus NO, no product. What is the meaning? Even if this collision is effective, but does not give the products, because this oxygen is sitting on the nitrogen. Oxygen hitting on the nitrogen. In N2O4, the bond formation taking place between nitrogen and nitrogen, not between nitrogen and oxygen. Therefore, whatever effective, whatever energized collision between nitrogen and oxygen, that will not give you the products. If you want the products, it should collide such a way that nitrogen should collide with nitrogen. Therefore, this is called the orientation factor. Therefore, in short, K is equal to rate constant or rate directly proportional to ZAB e raised minus e by RT into P. Okay. Now what is ZAB for 1 mole? Okay. Rate is equal to, for 1 mole, 4 sigma square pi RT by M raised to 1 pi 2 e raised to minus e by RT into P. Okay. Now, this entire term was considered as K, rate constant. Rate constant. Okay. Now, this is taken as a rate constant for sigma square pi RT by m 1 by 2 e raised to minus e by RT, because okay. Now, suppose you take ln k is equal to 1 by 2 ln 4 sigma square pi RT by m minus e by RT. Now, if you take ln k by dt, you will get minus 1 by 2t, I'm sorry, plus 1 by 2t plus e by RT square, e by RT square. And if you neglect this term for convenience, therefore you will get d ln k by dt is equal to e RT square, or d ln k is equal to e RT square dt. And this is Arrhenius equation. And when Arrhenius equation was discussed, I have given you this type of equation. The collision theory supports Arrhenius equation, and this part was taken as the rate constant or rate of the reaction. Rate constant is nothing but rate of reaction when reactant is 1 mole of the 1 mole per liter. Fine. Now, what are the drawbacks of collision theory? Drawbacks of collision theory or failure of collision theory. Failure of collision theory. One is applicable to bimolecular reaction only. Second, applicable to gaseous reactant only. Third, not applicable to unimolecular or polymer reactions. Okay. Not applicable to reversible reaction. It cannot explain. Not applicable to reversible reaction. It cannot explain why reversible reaction happens. Okay. Therefore, it has only limited application, but it is a first theory from the chemical kinetics which explain how reaction takes place, why reaction takes place. Okay, thank you for watching. If you have any doubts, please message me. Have a nice day.